Hello there. Today we have this wonderful Ruger P90DC. I believe this pistol is from the late 90s, possibly very early 2000s, 2001, 2002 maybe. I know a lot of police departments issued these as some of their very first semi-automatic sidearms, aside from like 1911s. This one is M45 ACP. It's a bit weird in that it does have a decocker, but no safety. There's no safety on this pistol whatsoever, and no safety notch, so I'm not sure why you would carry it hammer down on a live round. Safety's reasoning and thinking has changed a lot since back in the day, but it's a very beautiful pistol to me, very retro-esque. I very much like it. 7 rounds is a bit of a detractor for me, but hey, you know, it works. If you hit with those 7, it'll be a hell of a 7. But let's get started with shooting here. Packs a hell of a punch, though. Let's go for that spinner. There we go. Look at the spin it puts on that thing. 9mm don't hardly do anything to that low target. Got one more magazine here. We're going to check it out. It's just a fun gun. It really is. It throws those targets around real hard. Let's try the little bird. Oh, missed. That is the one detractor I don't like, is just how few rounds I have compared to my other pistols. There you go, last round hit. You'd be surprised at how smooth of a slide this thing has for how, hefty of a gun it is. And being 45, you would think it'd be quite a heavy slide, but it's pretty light. Even with hammer down, it's pretty smooth, straight back. I mean, check out the size of that darn guide rod there. That thing is monstrous. And the funny part is, I have the 9mm version of their pistol, and it's the exact same size and form. Even the guide rod is the same on the 9mm. So if it's big enough for a 45 and they use the exact same one on a 9mm, gosh, that thing's got to be nigh indestructible. I might make a video on that one later on. It's a Ruger P85 from the late 80s. I think mine's 1988, I believe, when I checked the serial range on it. But it's a pretty simple gun. Magazine out. There's a little, the extractor itself is on a lever in there. If you can see that little piece. I'll flip it up and see if you can see it. The extractor itself is on a plate that you flip down. It's a spring. Now, if I can remember correctly, I believe it has to be, there we go, all the way back. Pull that pin out, it is captured, and it'll come right off as a whole unit, like any other semi-auto pistol. It's a pretty simple gun. I really love them. They're just simple, extremely overbuilt. I wish they still made them. But being as reliable and as heavy duty as they are, I imagine, it's just so expensive to make them. So, just not as much room for profit there. They just don't make them like they used to. This is one of those cases where that statement really is true. But it's not always practical. It is very hefty. It is a very heavy and chunky gun. I would never be able to carry this because of my stature and form. It would just be really, really difficult for me to be able to conceal this. But extremely easy to take down, and make sure your extractor lever is still flipped back up. But boom, ready to go again. I mean, it's super easy to field strip and take down. Clearing jams on this is really easy due to that huge extraction port we got going on there for 45. So if you do have something, just tilt upside down and go to town. Remove mag, tilt, rack, and you'll probably be clear. If not, you can work from there. But even, like I say, with that extraction port, you get a little fingy room up in there to move around. It's just a very good quality gun, and you can still find them for around that price point. I've seen them for as low as $250. I've seen them as low as, or as high as $350, I should say. So at the end of the day, they're not really that expensive. Parts are readily available. Magazines are everywhere because they were making these pretty recently. It's old and it's not something a lot of people are familiar with, but they are a fairly recent production. So parts are available, mags are available. They're really easy to work on. So there is some parts interchangeability between models. There's multiple colors to choose from. If you don't like the silver look, alright, cool. They have a blued slide, you know. I mean, you can mix and match. It's really fun. They have multiple versions of the P90, some with decockers and safety, some without. So really any flavor you want, you can get. So thanks for watching. I'm going to try and start posting more nowadays. I really want to get into sharing my collection. I've collected for quite a while, and I just want to start sharing it with people. It's a shame to have all these cool guns and never get to show them to anyone. So I appreciate you for watching. Thank you, and keep an eye out for more cool videos to come. Bye.